All right. I don't know if we are live. How's everybody doing today? Just checking the live stream now, and it looks like we are good. So we are live. We'll give people some time to get in here. I'm going to bring up Twitch and all this other stuff so I have the ability to see all of the chats. Let's see. All right. Hey, Destiny, thank you for showing up. Is it Micah? Thank you for showing up. Team Funnymaker, I appreciate you. Ryan, thank you for being here. Lunatics token, good morning, Matthew. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. I did end up buying an NFT. I have the number NFT, but I don't know what it looks like yet. I guess we're waiting on that. But I did end up getting an NFT. I don't know why I didn't go through the first 2 times, but it did end up going through the last time. So I'm happy about that. Good morning. Everybody hit the like button as soon as you get in here. We have 41 likes already, and I would love to have, 100 likes before we even really get started. So hit the like button. It does help out. Good morning, Matt. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I am doing pretty good. Hopefully you're doing well as well, Anthony. Ron is here. Well, thank you for being here. ETH 2021. What's good, Matt? Not much. Good morning from the Philippines. Thank you for watching. Good morning. Hey, good morning. You look very fresh. Do I? I look fresh? I don't think I look fresh. I feel like I look not fresh because I just woke up. All right, we got 206 people here. We're almost at 100 likes. What's up, Maddie? What's good? Nothing really. Just looking at some cryptocurrency, looking at some investments. Feeling positive, man. I'm feeling pretty positive. I can't complain. Once the batch of 500 has been sold, we all can see our NFTs. I'm hoping for your diamond. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for the best case scenario. I'm not on camera. Wait, you not on camera, Matt? I'm on camera. I'm right here. I think I'm on camera. It looks like I'm on camera. Lunatic to the moon to 1 penny. Yeah, I mean, we need to kind of crawl before we walk. I mean, there's a lot of people that are being very impatient. I understand, being aggressive when it comes to getting burns, but basically saying that this is never going to happen because it's been a couple of months. We're doing way more than what we've seen in other positions like this. When you look at Shiba Inu, it took a very long time for that to even establish any type of burns. And I feel like right now, they still don't have an automatic burn that's established. But you look at Lunatics token, or not Lunatics token, Lunatics token does have an automatic burn, but you look at Terra Luna Classic and it has that automatic burn, the 1.2%. You're looking at Binance where we had enough pressure to basically say that they would give us a 0.1% burn. Obviously, I think they did that for more financial reasons or business related reasons, not for the investors, but still, you have some sort of burn out of it, What NFT and where did you buy it? So I ended up buying one of the Lunatics tokens NFTs. So if you go to, let me actually bring up my screen. There we go. If you go to CoinMarketCap and you look for Lunatics token, if you go to their website, when you go into their website, you're going to see that you have the ability to buy an NFT. You can go in here, buy your NFT, make sure that you have at least, I would say 0.8 BNB in your wallet. So I would recommend just buying 1 BNB. It just makes it simple. But at least 1.8 BNB in your wallet. You can buy that NFT and they even have cash prizes, I believe, up to $100,000. It's not up to $100,000 for a single person, but it's a total of $100,000 in prizes throughout these NFTs. So if you're interested in that, to get something back, and then if you do end up getting something back, I mean, you can invest it back into Lunatics token or invest it back into an NFT and kind of play this game all over again. You know what I mean? If you get something. And I mean, with $100,000, there's definitely a high chance that you can have some sort of benefit in the end. Hi, Matt, can you do a video say about Polkadot? So I do have that on my list for cryptocurrencies to go over, but I think we need people to vote on it. We did have more people vote on it or vote on that previously, but we're not seeing as many votes that are going on this. So let me bring up my Patreon. So for Patreon right now, today it's Gala, and after today, Gala will be gone, and then we will have these listed here. We do have Dot that's listed here and has 14% of the vote, which is second in line. So yeah, I mean, I can definitely go over it. Eventually I will, within the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Within the next 9 days, I will go over it if it's not chosen before then. So right now, if you want to vote on it, Patreon is the way that you can vote on it and get the early access to the videos before everybody else gets the access. And those videos are on my NFA channel. Which is not financial advice. I built that channel to be able to go over all of these random cryptocurrencies just in case we have too much news on Lunatics or too much news on Shiba Inu. So that if you want to see that, just go over to the NFA channel as well. That link should be in the description. And you can see here that we have all of these different reviews here, which have been getting a decent amount of views, and I appreciate you guys for supporting that. So 6.15 trillion total. It won't hit a penny for a very long time. You have to understand that in a bull market, it's a different scenario. Understand what Dogecoin did. Let's break this down. Dogecoin, purely ran off of hype, and you obviously had that large hype from Elon Musk. But we have a huge amount of holders for Terra Luna Classic. We have a lot of hype that's going to be involved in Terra Luna Classic. So when a bull run comes, $60 billion market cap is definitely going to happen. And a $60 billion market cap is 1 penny. So to say that 1 penny can happen is a little bit ridiculous. I think 1 penny definitely can happen. It's whether we get it down to a reasonable market cap so it can happen before we get to a bull run. Because if we're looking at this at a $1 trillion market cap, then that's $10 billion, right? That's not as much. We've seen this at $4 billion. We've seen this at, even higher in the past. So there's so much potential for Terra Luna Classic that people don't see in the short term versus the ones that people just, have tunnel vision or blinders on, thinking that you have to get to a certain supply in order to get to a penny. You don't. To get to $1, yes, you have to get to a certain supply, because if you're looking at $1 right now, that would be a $6.5 trillion market cap. That's way too high. At 10 cents, it would be a $615 trillion market cap. That's way too high, right? So a $60 billion market cap, I said trillion, it would be a $615 billion market cap. But at 1 penny, you're looking at a $60 billion market cap. At a tenth of a penny, you're looking at a $6 billion market cap. So it's not saying that we cannot get to these places. It's going to be difficult. Don't get me wrong. It will be difficult to get to 1 penny, but it's not saying it's impossible. We've seen cryptocurrencies fly on way less than what Terra Luna Classic has to offer. So just wait until we see some sort of a bull run, and Terra Luna Classic is going to run, like we've never seen anything run before. So get ready for that. How do you buy Lunatics NFTs? So again, all you have to do is go to Lunatics website, click on NFT, click buy. If you have 0.7 BNB in your wallet, you need to have at least, I would say, 0.8. So just buy one. My ears keep going like they're hearing too much because it's so silent in here until I start speaking. I need like a constant like audio that's playing in the background, and then we can worry about that. Maybe I can play one of my brother's tracks or something. You know, it's like weird. You know how when it's like really silent and then you hear a noise and then it goes silent again, and then it feels like my ears like pulsate or something. It goes woo. I don't know if I'm the only one. I've never heard of anybody say or complain about this. How long do we really have to wait, Matt, for 1 cent? Honestly, I don't really know when this bull market is going to come or when this bullish period is going to come. But I'm hopeful that we can see that within the next year. I'm not worried about the burns right now. Obviously, I have some sort of worry about the burns. Been the same for a month. I'm stoned. No, I'm not. No, I have some worry about the burns, but it's not about the burns for this. It's more about just the overall hype, the overall build, the overall just push, right? It's not about burning down the supply to get us to a penny. It's about creating utility and making sure that, which obviously utility comes with bringing the supply down, but creating utility that doesn't really factor into what the supply actually is. If we can burn with certain businesses or create a use case with certain businesses, it works in the end. But a lot of the use cases, we need to see it go back to normal, at least. How come Lunatics hasn't burned Lunic in over a month? So they do have some in their wallet. And they look to build thresholds. So it's not something to where they have a consistent burn where it's like we burn every week or we burn every month or anything like that. Right now, the volume just isn't to the same level that it was in the beginning. And they even stated from the beginning that it's not a scheduled burn to where it's like every month, every week, every year, whatever it is, right? It's when they hit certain thresholds. Right now they have about 50,000 they said in their burn wallet to burn off, 50 million coins in their burn wallet. They haven't had a lot of volume, but to be able to burn a decent amount is still good. And the price has gone up since their original burns that they did have, where it was at 0.0002 and 0.0001. We're working hard. Certain things like WLNT that will make sure we auto burn. Don't worry, more burns are to come. The longer it stays around this price, the better as the burns will be higher. Absolutely, the total amount of coins will be higher if you do get to that point. Yes. Or however long it stays around these points. It seems like it's consolidating around these points, 27 to 32. We're seeing it stay around those points. If you have any questions, feel free to step in to our official Telegram. Did you see the utility video? No, what utility video? Is it on Twitter? Can somebody share it with me? Man, I spent too much time listening in on the Twitter spaces for Lunic, and I'm excited for what the community is putting together. You should join the Discord that Demon Monkey created. So probably not, because I have too many Discords that I'm part of, mainly my Discord, but then I like listening in from time to time, when it comes to the Twitter spaces. I'll hop in once in a while, and also watch a lot of the videos that people have to say about Lunic. A lot of it is the same stuff, obviously, because we're all reporting on the same news pretty much the whole day. But it definitely keeps you hype. brings your attention right back to Lunic and understands the ability to grow and the potential. People don't understand how low risk and high reward potential this is. Right? It's like guaranteed to see at least a 5x. Right? I believe that this should easily hit a well, I guess right now it would be more of a 3x, but at 2 it was a 5x. So I see this easily getting to a $6 billion market cap, which would be 0.001, basically losing that zero. What will happen to Wrap Luna? Wrap Lunic? Probably nothing. I don't think anything will happen to it. You once predicted 0.01 by the end of the year. I'd imagine that prediction has changed now. Now with you, maybe 0.01 by the end of next year. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing about giving predictions. People expect a ton of predictions. Let me go ahead and go to subscribers only because got some people in here. People expect predictions that are going to last a lifetime, that are going to be the best predictions like ever, right? And give you the most accurate predictions. Now we try with the most accurate predictions, especially while everything is changing, while you have something that is ever changing, not only cryptocurrency, but Lunic, you'll see that things change. There's so many variables, and I've said this from the beginning. There's so many variables that can take place. And when you see a position that has the ability to create burns here, to implement the 1.2%, not implement it off chain, see less volume that's going in off chain, right? On chain, and see more volume that's going in off chain because of the lower price point. To see different exchanges that are kind of, pigeonholed in the community to investing in their CEX rather than investing in Lunic, because technically they're investing in the position, but they're not doing what they hoped that it would do by buying the position and hoping that it would burn 1.2%. So again, someone said, guys, you can't predict the future. No one can predict exactly what's going to happen in the future. I mean, there's times where your predictions are right. But if you're going to give a prediction on something like this, where there's so many people that are involved in it, it depends on so many things: volume, the burns, utility, right? Just random whales, right? There's even a bull market, right? There's so many things that it depends on, that if you don't get one of those things, well, your prediction kind of falls, off the face of the earth, falls out the window, things like that. So it's definitely difficult to do something like this. This is why I try not to give a full prediction when it comes to like weeks or months, because that's extremely difficult. And then when it comes to where the price is going to be for something that has so much upside potential to triple or 5x or whatever from where it was at 0.0001, and growing to 0.0003 or even to 0.0006 where it was, we're looking at that 6x return, right? I talked about before how you can at least see a 3x, you can at least see a 5x, right? And we saw a 6x return. So yes, I was right there, but that didn't, some people held onto the position and didn't sell their position. And I understand you don't need to sell everything, but this is why taking profit is key, because you will see those 6x returns and you will see a pullback. You will see those 10x returns and you will see a pullback. So make sure you're ready for when you invest, to know what levels you feel like it will resist from and when you're going to take a little bit of profit each time. Good morning. Hit that like button. Yes, we have 181 likes and 400 people that are here. We have 8 people over on Twitch. Good morning, everybody. No YouTube. I can't find it. I am on YouTube. Good morning, brother. I hope you had a good sleep. All love from Vancouver, British Columbia. I've been telling my friends in crypto to follow you. Let's get to 200K on YouTube. I'm on your Twitch. I would love if I got to 200K on YouTube. I'm trying to grow a little bit more and create, shorts videos. I created a couple of shorts videos. I don't think they're really doing like too hot, but you just keep creating shorts videos and eventually they'll start to take off a little bit, because shorts videos get viewed a little bit more. They don't really get revenue at all, but a little bit more. What has 82 teeth and is holding back a monster? I know that joke. It's funny. What's up with Terra 2? Is Quan buying his old tokens? Almost up 20K. I did hear about Luna. I saw something on Twitter. But I didn't actually check it out. So it is up 20%. I don't know what's going on with Terra Luna Classic. It's up 146% in volume. We've seen this before. And, you know, we're seeing the market cap. That's, again, the price is up about 19 or 20% today, up to a $364 million market cap. It's still ranked in the top 100. So, like, let's go and look at Luna. I think it's, we have Coinbase that's trending. That's good. Let's look at Luna. And let's see what's happening. True reason for Luna is pumping is that it was pumped by whales before in the $7 scam wick and made money as well. And now they want exit liquidity. They are stuck with this and don't let. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't invest on any green days, so I'm not one of those people that invests on these green days. Like, I'm not one of those people that they'll take advantage of in any way, shape, or form. So, Luna, airdrop to those who lost money in times of millions, became cents, even 100x chocolate bar. What? Luna, an incredible story, reviving a chain everyone thought dead, 95% new investors. Just trying to see what's going on with Luna right now. That's the wrong Luna you're looking at. What's going on with USTC? That's one thing I wanted to see. What's going on with USTC today? Is anything happening? Are we seeing a pullback with that? Yes, we are. So I was right. I was right that we were going to see a little bit of a pullback and people should find a way to take a little bit of profits. Maybe that's people taking their profits during that. Yes, you're going to see volume that increases. And the good thing is you're going to see burns with all the volume that's going through on chain. Let me actually bring up on chain volume. Let me go to Terra Station and see what the on chain volume was for like the last day or so. Let's go here. And we're going to look at USTC. We can see it's not giving me the other day's volume. But again, we're seeing 104 million, 52 million versus any other day that we had here, which volume was very, very low on chain, meaning we have more burns that are going through. So if we look at, I just have a whole bunch of things that I want to get into. If we look at Lunatics Penguins, we should see more burns that are flowing through. If we look at the dashboard, I think the dashboard shows us how much has been burned in USTC. So 6.1 million has been burned in USTC. We're seeing more and more that's being burned from the burn tax. And as we see higher volume, we see more burns. So it works. Crypto.com had USTC. I'd buy, but I ain't starting another wallet. Do you know how I can get USTC? Well, there's multiple ways that you can get it, but it depends which exchanges you have. So you can get it on Binance, KuCoin, Kraken, LBank. You can get it on a lot of different platforms, Pancake Swap. I believe you can buy it through like MetaMask, but it's not on the Terra network. Let me go back to YouTube. All right, so we have 440 people here, guys. We should get to 250, 300 likes. I would appreciate that. Hey, Matt, can you explain how I leave a vote on the poll for a review in the Patreon? I'm having trouble navigating to the correct page. Is there, I don't know. So Yeah, if you go to the Patreon, you're gonna go to the main page. If you go to the main page here, it's gonna take you to all the posts. And when you go to the posts, you scroll down. As long as you have access to some of these, you might not have access to all of them, but you should be able to scroll down and vote on whatever you want here. But you have to be a part of the Patreon. It may not be unlocked in order for you to do that. It's unlocked for only Patreon members. Most of these are for only Patreon members. Actually, all of them, probably 90 to 95% of it is for only Patreon members. But yeah, we had smaller votes before. We were able to go over Quant. We were able to go over Atom, AVAX, XRP, just recently Dogecoin as well. So yeah, definitely go over there and vote. Go and check out some of the videos. We did post a video as well on, not waiting too long for the bottom. That's something that a lot of people have struggles with. And if you're a member on here, if you're a Profits member on here, you get that video anyways. I can actually send out that video. I was supposed to send out that video yesterday, and I don't think I did. So let me go ahead and put that video out here. But yeah, there's another video that just teaches you some stuff, more educational than anything. Good morning, Matt. I'm just keeping 90% of my Lunatics staked and remaining 3 million on Binance just in case it rockets so I can take some profit. That's a good way of thinking about it. That's a good way of doing it. That's a good way of thinking about it. I like what you're doing there. I'm holding 50% over in Terra Station and holding 50% out of Terra Station, gaining, a decent amount every day, and being able to, restake it, add it to my position. That's the best case scenario that we can have. What platform are you using for trading and charts? So typically when I'm trading, I just use, Coin Market Cap, which they do provide the candlesticks and all that. It's just, it doesn't give you a lot of the indications or the indicators. But I'm not day trading. I'm swing trading. In most cases, we're seeing more of a long-term investment there. But typically, if I go into a chart for trading, I'm down here in the candlesticks, and I don't know what chart this actually is. But I'm using this chart, and I'll add some indicators here and there. I'll add some a 200 EMA and a 15 moving average just to really get the long-term potential of where it's at. But typically, if you can see a lot of the positions right now in the crypto market, they're not lowest points, but a very low point, right? So Mito Games, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. I think it looks different on my phone. I've joined the Patreon. It looks different on your phone. So it should look different. So if I go to, let's see, as a patron, this is what's going to pop up as a patron. It's going to be sort of different. It should be sort of the same thing. On your phone, it's a lot different. I don't know how to bring it up because mine is logged in as a creator, not as a patron. But it should be simple to go to posts. It should be maybe at the bottom where you can click on one of the tabs, and it should say posts, and then you can scroll through what the posts are. Let's see. Why people check why the price different on Hotbit Exchange, just 0.00014. So there's going to be a lot of different markets that have different prices for some reason. So like even with Ethereum, you're going to see different prices where it's 1,300, and then you could see some that's 1,295, $5 off, 1,291. And it just depends, I guess, also if you're trading ETH to a different cryptocurrency, not just USDC or something. But sometimes you see an exchange have a different price, like what we saw with crypto.com, and they went through with all the trades and then took all those trades back because they were at such a different price. Matt, do you think Lunatic or Lunic will be listed on Coinbase? That's a good question. Do I think it will be listed on Coinbase? I don't think so. Coinbase struggles with anybody that's within any type of lawsuit, any type of trouble, any type of struggles, any lost money. They struggle with listing any of those coins, no matter how popular they are. XRP is extremely popular. A lot of people love it, and a lot of platforms have it, but Coinbase does not allow you to trade it. And I feel like they should allow them to trade it, right? They're fighting sort of the system. From a lot of their information that I went into, I mean, they're fighting the system there. CPI this morning, right? I actually don't know. Let's check out when the CPI data come out. It's, no matter what, I don't think we're going to have a good move off of it. We may have, typically we can see one of two things where we can see it start to increase off of some good news, and then it hits a wall because there's too much of a rise, and then starts to pull back to where it settles back to where it was, or you can see it just automatically decrease based on some bad news. It's tomorrow. Yeah, it's the 13th. It's tomorrow at 8:30. I got a snuggly kitten on me. Let's be honest. I live in her world. No, I know what you mean. The other day, I had to get the kids ready for bed, and Carl was laying on my lap, and I was like, I can't move. I can't move. This is disturbing him. So he just sat there. And eventually I had to get up, but I felt like I disturbed him. You can't disturb a cat that's laying on your lap. Austin Hilton is more cringe than Chad Redding's braces. I have no opinion. Matt, when's the next bull run at the latest, in your opinion? At the latest? Like, not like the earliest? When do we expect it, or when do I want to see it? I can tell you I want to see it hopefully by mid next year. I want to see it by then. Would love to see it by the end of the year, because we haven't seen a bullish holiday session in a while. Like, we haven't, last year it was very, very bearish. Everything was really falling down, and then into the new year it fell down as well, which typically you see more investing and more movement in businesses, more movement in crypto. You see a lot of movement during that time. And when we look at the new year, a lot of people have these New Year's resolutions to start investing more, just like they do with working out. They have these New Year's resolutions to easily invest a lot of their money and grow their money. And typically you see it skyrocket in the beginning of the year, like we saw with plenty of other years prior to last year, or this year, I guess. But it just didn't work out for us. Not at all. One of my favorite reviewers in the space right now, max respect, Matt. Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. I really, really do. With both these, I appreciate the super chat as well. With both these Lunic proposals, 50 cents is looking promising in my opinion. So you think 50 cents is looking promising in your opinion? So, I mean, I think that we will see these higher levels. I think we will see 50 cents, $1, $2, even $10. I think we'll see all of these levels. But it's going to take some time. And the thing is that we may not see as much popularity as we do now. like how much popularity is here, we will see it be interesting for a lot of people. And I will always be here to give you guys any type of good news as fast as I possibly can. But it all depends. There's so many variables that have to take place, because if they come out and say, you know what, we're not going to focus on this getting to any type of higher price. We're not going to focus on burns. Like, we want the burns, instead of being 1.2% to be 0.1%, and exchanges are just not going to implement anything. Then it's going to be a difficult road, right? Then we have to think outside the box, which we have thought outside the box, and we have a lot of people that are willing to take this on, whether they do the automatic burns or not, and have something flow through a simple maybe game or something, or the ability to buy things with Lunic or whatever, right? We would do a lot more for it. Can you make a poll about the expectations for tomorrow? I can make a poll tomorrow about that. Right now, it's not really extremely relevant. Obviously, it is relevant to care about it, but it's not relevant towards this live stream right now. But tomorrow, I can definitely make it. Just remind me. When do you think USTC will be repegged? I mean, it looks like they're focusing on the repeg, and they said it may take, what, 2 to 3 years to repeg under certain proposals. And again, it all depends on the variables that take place. So if we see this burn down a certain amount with just regular burns that are flowing through CEXs and on chain, this ends up burning a lot more, and repeg ends up happening a lot faster. So by their explanation, what is it, 2 to 3 years? But it could happen sooner with some of this extra information or extra stuff. What will happen when new validators on Terra Station goes live? What will happen when the new validators on Terra Station go live? Nothing much, nothing more than what we're already seeing. I hope 50 cents, I guess. I hate when I see that, 0.5. I hope 50 cents will happen before I die. I'm already 45. I think it will happen well before that, because you're going to live until you're 95 or 105 or 155. What's the oldest person in the world? Is like 122 or something? That's crazy. I don't want to live that long. Are they minting the 500 billion Lunic or not? And will the price go down for how much? So right now, we haven't sit here and voted on a proposal to mint 500 billion Lunic. Like, there's a proposal out there to where minting 500 billion Lunic is there, but obviously that proposal, or the person behind that proposal, is sort of backtracking with that, because people don't want them to mint 500 billion Lunic, because we haven't even burned 500 billion Lunic, so it doesn't make sense for us to see that. So there's a way around that. So I don't think we're going to be minting 500 billion Lunic. How can I view my Lunatics NFT, Matt? So you won't be able to view your Lunatics NFT yet, but let me go over to, I have to log in, of course. They're going to tell me to log in. And I think what you can do, I'm trying to figure out where to go. What you can do is, after you log in, let me see if this shows anything I'm not supposed to show first. No, I don't think so. So when you log in, you can go to the Portfolio D app. So like, say if you're on your browser and you have the extension, you go on the extension for MetaMask. If you bought on MetaMask, you go to Portfolio site. Then you can go over to NFTs, and you'll be able to see your NFT here. So you're not going to be able to see the NFT yet until everything's finished, but you're going to be able to have your NFT right there. So that's how that works. Is Luna still running? I've seen some more stuff about Luna. It got up to a high of $3.08. Is anyone else picture blurry? It shouldn't be. Thank you for your reply. Would you ever do a mentor course on how to trade well? I would have been, wait, I would be keen to see a creator make something like that. So there are plenty of courses on how to trade well, whether it's trading in the stock market or trading in the crypto market. But yeah, I wanted to do something like that. I just never take the time to actually write the script. I feel like it would need to be sort of perfect for me to release something like that. And for how much time I would take to put into it, I would have to charge some sort of a fee to be able to see that. Now, what I could do is offer that on the highest Patreon level there and be comfortable with, like, you know, somebody paying $50 to see that and always have access to it. But the issue with that is I don't know how much time I would put into it and what that would all make up to be. Like, what would it be in payment per hour? Would it be $6 per hour or $10 per hour, or what would it be by creating something like that? Yes, it would be a form of passive income, so I have to understand how many hours I put into it, and what would be the break-even point there before, you know, you can start making, I guess, a little bit of profit after the case. Because again, you're putting in your time and effort to do something like that, and I want to make sure there's a demand for it. But I feel like there may be a demand for my trading strategies. I have released some of my trading strategy information. I try to release a lot of educational content on Patreon itself, so you can definitely check that out. So yeah, I think there's definitely interest for me to do it. I have one NFT of Lunatics. How do I make it staking? How do I make it staking? So you haven't staked NFTs. I staked my what you're seeing there is the amount that I have staked, because I have an NFT and I have the amount that I have staked with Lunatics token. You can stake your Lunatics token. I don't think you can stake your NFTs. Never mind. Staking will be ready soon for NFTs. There you go. I spoke too soon. Someone changed their name to Doquan and put their picture there. You're funny. You're hilarious. Where's the amount of Lunix that will get in rewards from staking Lunic on Terra Station coming from? So a wallet, from what I understand, there's a wallet that provides the staking pool, and you basically get that taken out of there, from what I understand. People will say that it's minting, but I don't believe that it's minting coins in order to do that, because the volume would be so much, or the supply would be so much higher. We'd be minting a lot more than what we are burning here, because of how many people are staked, right? You have 500 billion, maybe even more than that, that's staked on the platform. And if you're gaining 35% or 25%, that means that we're increasing it by 30 billion yearly. That would be way too much. Pick is better here. Twitch was blurry for me. Oh, well, I'm glad you found it over here. I know you said you were having trouble finding the stream. Whales wait to buy, and then the price of USTC up. Have you heard of Zen? Hopefully I'm saying that right. No, I haven't. I mean, for some reason, saying it is making it sound familiar, but I don't know. Um, I I make a mistake. I bought USTC in Coinbase, but it's wrapped USTC token. I can't send it to. I can't send. I have to sell and pay gas fees. So yeah, you shouldn't be able to send it. I didn't even know that you can buy USTC over in Coinbase. But if you're not able to send, then you're just going to have to sell it if you're able to sell it, and then just buy it back wherever you can buy it if you wanted to get it in like MetaMask or not MetaMask, Terra Station or something. Oof, sorry about that. Uh, I love steak. You love steak? Okay, I like steak too. I haven't had steak in a while. It's been quite a bit. Matt, my question about USTC repeg and B BUSD proposition. What question? I don't see anything. It's hard to find your name in a sea of like gray names. More finished the second quarter 2023 because of the inflation. It's 3% in January 2024 in France. Yeah, I don't know where your thing is. I keep asking the same question, and he does not see it. You keep asking the same question? Or are you talking about someone else? Because I don't see any other questions from you. They spotted Do Kwon in New Jersey. Someone said that yesterday. Was it the same person that just said that? What do you think about Volt? Uh, I mean, don't they have like three versions of Volt? Another big thing I noticed about Luna 2.0, every day around 40,000 coins are added to the coin supply. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely dilution that's within the position. If you're looking at the fully diluted market cap for Terra 2.0, you're seeing 2.8 billion dollar market cap versus the 360 million dollar market cap. If all coins were added, this, which obviously is not going to be the case, but if all coins were added, then you would see this overall price dive because it needs to catch up with the market cap. But good thing in the markets today, we're seeing some positivity. Yesterday, I bought Ethereum at 1,280, which is so far a good buy because I'm up $20 on that. But overall, I'm down on the Ethereum that I bought because I bought it at 1,350, I think, at one point. The first Ethereum that I bought, and then the second one was 1,280. Um, so just throw away the coins. I don't know what you're talking about. Oof. Now, did you know Binance you can convert one coin to another with zero fees? Could that be why Binance burns are low or so low? Yes. So um, they do have like a VIP thing, right? Where you can trade with zero fees. And if you're trading with zero fees, nothing gets associated with those burns. And it seems like more and more every single week are going to becoming a VIP. I don't know what the process is on becoming a VIP, but this is all for business. This 0.1% burn is a business, is a full business strategy from them to gain more VIP members. So I don't know what the qualifications or requirements are for becoming a VIP. Starting August 26th, Binance users can buy and sell ETH or BUSD without paying any trading fees. We are excited to announce that Binance will introduce a zero fee trading for ETH and spot trading pairs. That's only for that. Binance rates. My VIP level. What do you have to pay to be a VIP? Do you have to pay something? Does anybody know what you have to pay to be a VIP? Um, does anybody know that? Access to Terra blockchain governance is still only accessible to end users through TFL's centralized station app. It's hosted on their site. Any predictions for 2022, the end of 2022? Not really right now. I still want to see it lose a penny at least at one point. That's it. Wait, Matt, thank you. Thanks to you, I made a lot of money. Thanks to you, I made $20,000 from Luna Classic and $7,000 from Lunatics token. That's what I love to hear. I love that story right there. It's absolutely fantastic. I even want to take some time to screenshot it. Don't worry about that. But let me screenshot this. Because that's amazing. It's absolutely amazing to see. I love it. Love hearing stories like that. Let me actually just do this again. Yeah, it's just absolutely fantastic. Like it's not about for me, it's not about like what I gain in Terra Luna Classic. It's about what you guys gain in Terra Luna Classic. You know, I care about more people than anything. I'm definitely a giver. Than a person that just wants to take and take and take. I'm not one of those people. Even though I do pride myself in the amount that I can gain in the markets, I don't get overly greedy. Right, I'm not getting overly greedy in a bull run. I'm not getting overly greedy in, something that's, taking a dump on the market. I don't know. Right, I'm not that type of person, and I get really excited when I see you guys make money, not about just me making money. I think you become a whale when you are a whale with certain trading volume. Mr. Matt Diamond Hands one post in Twitter, and the live yesterday he posted this proposition to BUSD and USTC repeg. You're saying repeg USTC to BUSD? I would have to look at it because I haven't. I need to know some details behind it, because taking down another stable coin is not the right idea. VIP is based on a BNB balance. Oh, so depending how much you have invested with them, that's how you know. Oh, so if you have a balance of BNB or more. So let's see, VIP, what's the privileges? Those are withdrawal limits. 30-day spot trading volume. 30-day future trading volume. So this is feeless. If you have a certain amount in BNB, let's say if you have 5,500 in BNB, you're a VIP 9, to where you can have trading volume of $4 million, I would say. Is that 4 million or 4 million? Oh yeah, 4 million BUSD. So $4 million worth of trading without fees. Is that how that works? VIP costs nothing when you have a lot investments. Yeah. So basically they're trying to get people that are being VIP members. The more people that are VIP members, the better their overall exchange looks at a bottom line perspective. But then you also see that you're getting more and more Lunatic trades that are going through. But then people are going to realize what's going on here as you're only seeing 3 billion that's being burned out of however much volume. Yeah, Harper. Okay, can you put it on the counter so I can take it out later? Thank you. To qualify for the Binance VIP program, you must fulfill the following BNB balance of 25 BNB and above. Binance balance spot trading volume for the last 30 days must be at 1 million BUSD. Wait, so it must be at 1 million BUSD? So you're saying like trading it back and forth, you must have $1 million worth of volume that flows through. I mean, BNB balance 25. What is that? So equals, what's the current price of BNB? It's right there, isn't it? Equals 25 times whatever BNB's price is, 271.88. So currently you have to have $6,000, but $1 million. I don't think that's how much spot trading you have to have. What I'm seeing here, I think you have to have a BNB balance. So it's or. Oh, it's and. Sorry. In order to be a VIP 1, you have to have $1 million or 15 million dollars in futures trading, and 25 BNB. Yes, there we go. So that's quite a bit. I don't know how many people trade $1 million in spot trading in a month. Matt, I don't think the low burn volume has much to do with VIP. It's the convert feature, which is zero fees and available for anyone. The convert feature. What do you mean? What do you mean convert feature? Explain a little bit more. DSHK. Explain a little bit more. Matt, me too. I win 35,000 euros in Terra Classic. Wait, you made 35,000 you made 35,000 euros in Terra Classic? That's amazing. I love stories like that. I love watching your videos. Big fan here. I got a question about Lunatics in Terra 2.0. They seem to manipulate each other. Do you know why this happens? For me, this is a mystery. So a lot of times, typically when you see one thing move that was once connected to a different network or a different position, the reason why it's moving is because people are like, hey, Terra 2.0 is moving. I'm investing in Lunatics. So Lunatics is now moving. USTC is moving. I feel like Lunatics should be moving, so I'm going to invest in Lunatics. Well, USTC was once tied to Terra Luna Classic, and Terra Luna Classic was is now has a newer version of Terra 2.0. So if these two things are moving, Terra 2.0 can be moving. However, there's also a form of manipulation that could take place within Terra 2.0 with different investors that get in and get out, create FOMO, create all of these other buyers that may end up selling their position to gain something out of it and have you guys lose. There's always a winner and a loser in the situation, and that's where a lot of times where we could stand is you have those winners that are manipulating it to create losers, and those losers would be you guys if you decide to invest in on a position that's FOMOing up. Majority of people will invest into a position as it's rising rather than investing into it while it's falling, which is, I mean, it just blows my mind that people will invest at higher points on green days rather than on red days. And I think it's because of that, the way that we think. We go every day where we're like, green means go, red means stop. We're driving through through traffic lights, and it's like, all right, it's green, we got to go. Green just makes us feel happy, I guess, which I want to reverse that. Red makes me feel great about what's happening there. Now, it doesn't make me feel great about the investments that I had prior to that, but it makes me feel great about investments or future investments that I have. So to answer your question, I don't know of the, we can't 100% pinpoint the manipulation or why they would be tied together, but you can see that today they're not really that tied together. Terra Luna Classic is moving a little bit. I think it's slightly positive. Actually, it's slightly negative, while slightly positive. It goes back and forth. But then you have Terra 2.0. That's actually extremely positive. It's up 16%. So they're not really flowing together. At least they aren't today. How many VIP members does Binance have? I feel like that first VIP membership is kind of high in trading and spot trading volume, right? $1 million. You have to be a whale to become a VIP. It requires a lot of spot trading per month, way above 90% of people that can afford it. However, the convert feature is freely available to anyone. Again, I just want to know what the convert feature does. Obviously, it can convert your cryptocurrency to a different chain, but don't you have to buy it on one chain in order to convert it? I just don't know what that means and what it does. Matt, can we drop a tombstone on Shiba Inu? Looks like a grumpy old man. Ryoshi Vision rewards got some issue. All on they blogs seems like they get more problems than solutions, and utility for SHIB. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we can drop a tombstone on them. I think right now there's still a lot of interest in Shiba Inu. There's still a lot of growth left for Shiba Inu, and right now we're in like more of a bearish market. So when we get that bullish market, we have expectations of getting back to a form of normalcy. Now, will they stay where they're at? I feel like they may not be in the top 25, to tell you the truth. Because I feel like the top 25 is going to be something completely different than what we are seeing today. And not because other things are going to lose value. It's because Shiba Inu may be worth $20 billion or $30 billion in value as more is burning off and all that other stuff. But you're going to see other things that take over as being worth $100 or $200 billion. I think ADA is going to be worth well over that $100 billion mark. I feel like you're going to see BNB worth well over that $100 billion mark. We have seen that in the past. Ethereum will probably overtake Bitcoin, showing that there's some sort of vulnerability in Bitcoin, or at least soft spot in Bitcoin, which we all know is, the energy consumption. But I feel as though the top 10, top 25 is going to change completely. And we're going to see $100 billion of a market cap become normal, just like we saw $50 billion worth of a market cap become normal for the top 25. So I'm ready. I guess it was like 30, but still, we see a large amount that flows through there, and it continues to grow. And I think with this next bull run, we're going to see a lot of other cryptocurrencies that establish themselves in a different area. And Shiba Inu will be there still at like maybe a $30 billion, maybe a $40 billion market cap, something like that, creating utility. And hopefully they have burns associated with it and they're burning off the overall supply. I hope that they're finding ways to do that. And they're finding ways to increase the overall coin because they have a lot of time to do it. You know, it could take, you know, like I said in the past, 5 to 10 years. And it's going to be something where at least you can gain something from it. At least you can gain a 5x, 10x return from this overall position. Now, would you expect a 1,000x return? Probably. A 2,000x return? Maybe. A 100,000x return? I would love to see that. But if you get a lower return, it's not going to hurt you to gain a 5x return off of $5,000, right? So it just works. But still, we're expecting so much more out of Shiba Inu. So just know that in every situation, you should find a place to where you are going to take profit so that you can be happy with what you're holding. Yes, it may not make you a billionaire right now or a millionaire right now, and there's a potential chance that it could. But let's be patient with things. And I don't think we need to drop a tombstone on it. I think they still have a little bit of potential because the community gives it the potential. So when it's moving too fast. It's moving way too fast. It keeps moving. Did they cancel the AMA on the 6th? So yeah, they canceled that whole entire thing. Quant is top 5 soon. Quant is just ridiculous. I'm starting to get very, very upset. This is before even a bull run. I'm starting to get upset and starting to get butthurt over the fact that I did not invest at 42 because I was going to invest at 42 and I was only looking for a quick return out of it. And obviously looking for a longer term return for maybe the second half of that. So I was looking to get my initial investment plus a little bit of profit out of it and then leave the rest in there. So for the fact that I didn't put my $1,000 in at 42, 42, I was going to say cents, $42. I'm upset for where it's at because it's at like $155, $156, $157. And where it was at $42, it pisses me off that I talked myself out of it, you know? But you can't get butthurt over a position. You have to let it go. You can't dive into it. Like, this is what mistake a lot of people will make. They will see how it's growing and they're like, oh, you know what? I can invest into it now. Even though I missed that opportunity, I'll invest in now. Well, if you invest in right now, then you're giving up so much more of that gain that you would have had. I bought 2 more quant yesterday. The potential is too much in my opinion. If you're looking at it long term, I understand, but I'm not going to ride the hype train or not join the hype train last minute. Like, I'm not trying to jump on the train as it's already moving. That's not how my investment strategy works. And sometimes it works for a lot of people. And if you see potential, that's great. I already have 2 quant that I bought way back when. And still holding that 2 quant. So when it does rise and it gets up to a higher level, yes, I will sell 1, maybe 2. I don't know. But we will see. If it goes back down to a lower level, would love to hold it and gain whatever profit I can gain while still holding like 5 for the long term. Because quant does show so much potential with only 12 million in circulating supply. You're looking at a level to where this can be worth thousands. Please believe me, this is so important. Look into the convert feature, and we need to petition CZ to remove Lunatics from the convert feature. Again, I don't know what the convert feature does, and I think you might have explained this, but yes, you have to buy USDT or BUSD or any other crypto, but you only need that once. After that, you can trade Lunatics as much as you want to any other crypto with 0 fees forever. See, I don't know about that. We'll have to look into that Binance Convert feature. Well, let me read it. Question 1. Are there any trading fees? There are no fees for using Binance Convert. In market mode, live prices are quoted based on their current market conditions. The quoted amounts of assets shown is the actual amount of assets you will receive in your account. Once the conversion is executed in the limit mode, once you order is executed is specific. So how do they make money from this? Why do they even offer fees at all? Do they have a maximum amount? What are the requirements to use the portal? Please log into your account to access all functions of Binance Convert, checking indicative processes, confirm trades. All users are required to complete identity verification, and existing account deposit and withdrawal limits apply. What are the minimum and maximum trade amounts? Minimum and maximum trade amounts depend on the coin. Okay. How does settlement work? How do I make a deposit and withdraw? Binance Convert is connected to your account's spot wallet and funding wallet. Simply make deposits and withdrawals from your existing spot wallet or funding wallet. Are conversion trades including in spot trading volume calculation for VIP? Yes, they are. Why is the price quoted differently? What is the main difference between market mode and limit mode? Don't care about that. Can I swap old tokens? How many trading tokens and trading pairs does Binance Convert support? So what's the purpose of that? Instead of buying LUNC on Binance, you buy another crypto and then convert it. It costs you nothing. So is that what people are doing? But that's zero fees, guaranteed price, any pairs. But I just don't understand like why people would use spot trading. Is it because they don't have all of the pairs? They only have certain pairs here. So you can go from BUSD. Let me type in BUSD. So you have to pay. Let me get this right. So you have to pay for BUSD from the beginning, and you pay a fee for getting that BUSD, for depositing the BUSD. But then you pay no fees as you add it to Binance Convert, which you can add Lunatics here. Right? Can you add Lunatics? You can. So then you can end up trading it for zero fees. It costs nothing, but it's at their price. Oh, so most people will do a market swap. And when they do a market swap, they get it at their price, which means it may be an inflated price. So they're making money from it regardless. Saying that it's zero fees, but they give it at a certain price to where their price is probably a slight bit higher. Sort of like what crypto.com does. You know, it's at a slight bit higher than what you would see in like Pancake Swap or something. Or a slight bit lower, depending what you are doing. Right? If you're selling the position, it's a slight bit lower instead of a slight bit higher. They only added the convert feature a few weeks back. You're paying a fee no matter what with the initial purchase anyway. But the only thing, it's not about it's about the fee for Lunatics because you won't be able to burn without the fee. However, if they're doing the fee on the back end by saying, we're going to inflate the price a little bit, Well, now you're not going to see short Lunic now. No, short Lunic now. That's not what I'm saying. Um, so that's interesting. Has anybody called this out? Lunic hitting $1 means bigger market cap than BNB. Do you think CZ is going to let that happen now? He's driving. He's in the driving seat of Luna Classic. So it's not about getting the market cap bigger than BNB. I think right now when you look at BNB, the market cap is at a $43 billion market cap. I don't think that we're going to need to see, or that we are going to see Terra Luna Classic at a $40 billion market cap, just holding at a $40 billion market cap. There's a way that it could surpass 40 billion, get up to 100 billion. But during that bull run, I think BNB will surpass 100 billion, maybe even approach 200 billion. Matt, Catalina really wants you to take a look at Grove Coin. Would you be kind enough to take a quick look at it? Yeah, who wants me to take a look? Who's Catalina? What do you think about Grove Coin? Is it a legit project? Please tell me if you know. I mean, we can definitely take a look at it. Let's look at Grove Coin. I don't know. Is it Grove? Is this it? Please tell me if GVR is it. It's Grove token. And please tell me if that is it. I think Tectonic would have a penny. No, I don't think so. I'll go over Tectonic in like a future video on the NFA channel. Just trying to see. Grove is big. I just want to know if this is it. It says Grove token. I just don't know if that's it. Because a lot of times I can't find things on. That one seems like a ruggy. I think it's got 10 zeros. It's got like 6 or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's got, hopefully I'm counting that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's got 8 zeros. I just want to know if this is it. Nobody's telling me if this is it or not. I'm sitting here waiting. Grove is the new SHIB. It's going to blow up in a bull market. When was it created? Grove was created in May of 2022. It did have a huge price rise, but then came back pretty hard. Yes, it is it. In July, and then sort of settled down here. So it doesn't have any history of growth. I don't know as to what the purpose of it is. Doesn't really have much information. Let's see. Grove is a decentralized and secure green token built for the future of our planet. Our mission is to create wealth for all Grovers. And by harnessing the opportunities of a secure, decentralized digital currency in the environmental. Okay. I mean, it's mainly about creating a wealthier future. It's not really anything that actually has a use case to it. So just by the chart, looking at the chart, obviously it doesn't show me anything that's giving me a huge amount of positive vibes. It's about 10 months, 5 months old at this point. Just about exactly 5 months old at this point. And we haven't really seen too much rise. Obviously, in a bear market, it's not really going to be the most bullish thing in the world, but you have seen a rise from, I guess, not 8 zeros or 9 zeros up to a level to where you can see maybe a zero that's gone. I can't tell you exactly what it was. Market cap, we're not going to be able to get what the market cap history is. Total amount of coins that's out there, circulating supply, you're looking at 46, so this is billion trillion, you're looking at 46 quadrillion in circulating supply. Max supply 100 quadrillion. Total supply is 59 quadrillion, which means you have a lot of dilution that goes into it. There's too many zeros here. For me, it's not an investment for me. I'm done with all of the different positions that have so many zeros. I do want to check the markets that it is available on. So it is an Ethereum coin. The markets that it will be available on, it's on Gate.io, MEXC, LBank. It's on a lot of platforms, which is not bad. You know, for 5 months to be listed on all of these platforms, that's not bad. That means that you can have a decent amount of volume, which again, you're seeing $9.5 million worth of volume. I don't believe that this is the next thing to blow up. I don't know why this is not coming up. I don't believe that this is the next thing to blow up. I think that it has had a little bit of a run. It's on a bunch of markets, and that's great that they were able to do that. But I don't see, you know, a crazy amount of movement. Maybe you'll be able to, because right now you're looking at a $58 million market cap, which is pretty high. Maybe you'll be able to triple your investment, maybe quadruple your investment. But that's all that I see. Again, I'm trying to see if they have any type of burn wallet within it. But it's not letting me get into, not letting me get in there. So it's not something that I would be interested in. Not saying that you can't find any type of success. You can find success in any cryptocurrency, really. You can find success in Squid Coin if you wanted to. But the issue is that will everybody find success, or will majority of people find success? Probably not. When 1 cent? When is this going to get to 1 cent? Burn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what their idea is. If they're going to burn off their overall supply, if it's decreasing the total amount there, I really don't know. BEP launch, it's had first quarter of 2022. It's went through all of this stuff. Let's see, let's scroll down. Let's scroll down here. Passive income, 3% on every transaction will be distributed to our holders. By holding Grove, you notice the number of tokens increases daily. Anti-whale system to prevent the 500 trillion. 1% buyback wallet. 1% of every transaction will be sent to a buyback wallet. The wallet will be active manually and stabilize the price when needed. Auto liquidity, add 1% to liquidity. Auto burn, 2% of every transaction is burned, taken out of circulation, which will reduce the supply. That's good to know. You see $9 million worth of volume, and they're burning off their own coin. That's something that makes it very interesting. I want to know what the numbers are as to how much they are burning. Because, again, if they can burn all, there we go. So you have 3,256 holders, but you have $9 million worth of volume, daily volume. Let's look at the holders. 42% is in the dead wallet, right? You're going to see, and that's just in the, I guess, Ethereum side, the total supply here. Million, billion, trillion. It says 7 quadrillion, when over there it says 40 quadrillion. Why is it so high? Is it because you have it on multiple chains here? So the original chain is a Binance chain, is that, and then it converted over to Ethereum as well. So if you look at the holders in total, you're going to see still 49% or 50% that's over here. in the dead wallet. You do have 13% that's in a contract address that we don't know what it is, 4% that's in another contract address, somebody that holds 2.7%, which is not that bad, 2% over here, 1%. You do have some bigger holders, but majority of them are around the exchanges that have liquidity. So again, it doesn't look horrible. I wouldn't say that it, for 5 months, typically if you're going to see a scam, it would happen by 5 months, especially if they're making millions of dollars. So I don't know. You call it for what it is. If you want me to go over this in an NFA video, I can break it down a little bit further, and I'll add it to the list if people want to hear about it. If they don't want to hear about it, then we won't talk about it. But yeah, that's gonna be added to the list because it's interesting. I don't want to invest into any more of those coins that have a lot of zeros, but anything that's giving me an auto burn that has $9 million worth of volume. And at this price, you can burn so much of the overall coin. So I don't know how that really affects it. I do want to see the transactions to see if there are burns that are in it. So I don't see any auto burns that happen here. I don't know. We'll have to research it a little bit more. I hate getting interested in positions like this. I really do, because there's so many zeros and it's not like just dollars. So again, I don't want to say that the position sucks. It's just the position that I wouldn't have thought that I would think about. But I do love low risk, high reward scenarios. So if I can risk $40 and potentially gain a hell of a lot more, it's interesting. You're the best. They burn 2.5 quadrillion every exchange listing. It's not being patient. It's about not being greedy and hoarding coins. We need to all burn down to crash levels. Being greedy will turn this into SHIB without 70 million% price increase. So yeah, I think we need people not to be greedy, and that's why I pitch that we should see people take profits as time goes on. But you know, we also need people to be patient and understand that things have to work, have to play out. We see a burn that goes through. We need to make sure that the burn is working. We need to give it time, right? I think we need to apply pressure on the reason why we're not seeing. I think the Binance Convert feature is definitely something that's taken away from a lot of the fees that we would see in Binance. And if we can potentially just see the tax associated with the coin, I don't care if it's going to take this a lot of volume away from your platform. Understand that you hold the liquidity, so it really can't take a ton of volume away from your platform. It can take the people away from your platform, basically saying they're going to invest here and move somewhere else. But we need to apply pressure that every single exchange does this. Every single exchange should implement the 1.2%, and we've given up on that push. There's a lot of people that have given up and said, you know what, we need to lower the tax. No, we don't need to lower the tax. We need to apply pressure. Pressure is what we need to do. And I don't know how we apply pressure, but we need to throw it in their face that this is all a business ploy to bring people into their platform. SHIB as low as frick? What's happening with SHIB? Let me see. I mean, SHIB is at a low point, yeah, but it's not the lowest it's been. It's been down to 0.000005, right? So understand that it can always go lower. If Lunatic burns are occurring, then why is the total supply still the same? The total supply for CoinMarketCap they hardly change it. They suck at changing coin supplies unless it's involving some sort of staking amount. Then typically they can change that pretty quickly. And even though they have that, it's still not the correct amount. You're looking at 6.1 trillion when it should be 5.8 trillion in total supply. I'm too scared to put that much into a new coin. I hear you. I put like $200 in Grove, and $200 will get you how much? At that many zeros, it gets you a lot. So this is where you start to think about it, and you're like, what's the potential of something like that? If you're seeing $9 million in volume and they have an auto burn associated with it, it may be something that could be valuable for a lot of people. This is where we want Lunatics token to get to, right? Because no, like, I'm not saying I'm comparing it, but when it comes to markets, this is where you want Lunatics token to get to. If you can be available on multiple chains, as well as be traded on Gate.io, MEXC, LBank, all of these other platforms, this is where we want Lunatics token to get to. Because if it gets there, you're seeing millions of dollars that are flowing through to burn off Terra Luna Classic. Millions of dollars, and they're burning at a 2% rate. So let's say you can see $10 million, $10 million a day flow through. Let's go through here. Flow through Lunatics token, which you're taking times 2%. You're looking at 200,000 per day that you can add to that, and if you multiply, or let's say divide that by 0.0003 currently, you're looking at 666 million per day that you can burn off, which would be more than what you're burning off with the 1.2% as of right now. So even if you just see something as simple as $10 million that flows through something like Lunatics token, right? For Terra Luna Classic, this is a great scenario because they already have the community. You already have the burns established. You already have the ability to get rewards as well, because not only are you looking at that, or not only are you looking at 200,000 going towards burns, but you're also looking at that multiplied by 4%, to give you, that's not right. That's 0.4%. Why did I put 0.4? Multiplied by 4%, you're looking at 400,000 that's going towards rewards. And obviously you don't want to do an even split, but if you do split it by 8,000 people, you're looking at, I guess, $50 that would go each day to a random person. Obviously, if you have a lot more, you're getting a lot more. But let's say you take that and you multiply it by the point, or divide it by the point, 0.0003. You're looking at 166,000 that you can receive per day in rewards if you see $10 million at the $8,000 or 8,000 holder mark. Now, obviously, you're not splitting it down the middle. There are people that hold more and people that hold less. Matt, what do you think about Oaksy payment on Lunic? I don't know what that is. I'll have to look into it. Long story short, Lunatics needs more volume. Yes, Lunatics does need more volume, and I think if they can, and what they're working on getting on certain markets. I know you guys want to get on certain markets, and getting on the market that's most important is getting on the Terra Luna Classic chain. Once you get on the Classic chain, then you see that's the most important piece that it's at, and auto burning becomes very simple over on the Classic chain. Now you're on multiple chains. Maybe you can even get on the Ethereum chain if you wanted to, and you're on multiple chains. You're bridging over, and you can get on all these other platforms and be listed there. Forget stacking. The best thing right now for Link is the grid bots for passive income. Every single YouTuber is talking about OKC. Like, I don't know how to say that. And how Luna could be How Luna could be if you have not heard of it yet. I didn't hear of that. So I hope you will make a video on the second channel about Grove. You are the best. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. So I'll leave it up to a vote. So obviously, eventually, I can make a video about it. But if people don't vote on it, it won't happen for a while. Matt, next year we repeg Lunic to a dollar. Repeg Lunic to a dollar? Lunic was never pegged to a dollar. USTC was pegged to a dollar. But if we can get Lunic to reach a dollar, I'm sure we'll resist. But if we can get it to reach a dollar, that would be great. You can use their debit card and pay for things using Luna. The issue with that is I've never been a fan of something like that, because a lot of times you're saying that you're going to take a deflationary, or sorry, not deflationary. You're taking an investment that's going to appreciate to buy something that will depreciate. Obviously, we don't want that. I don't want that. Most people don't want it. So I've never been the biggest fan of a debit card to pay for things in the certain cryptocurrency, unless, you're paying for something that's another investment. Buying something that appreciates in value with cryptocurrency is known to succeed. When it comes to buying things that decrease in value, like when someone bought a Papa John's pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin and completely regretted it, obviously. That's something that doesn't really line up well. Like, you're eating that pizza, that Bitcoin is gone, and that person that has that Bitcoin may have became a millionaire off of it, or they obviously sold it for a higher price, but still they're able to make so much money out of your money that you sent to them. If I give someone a dollar and they're able to take that dollar and automatically turn around and give it to somebody else for $100, I'll be pissed, right? Let's say that does happen. Let's say you see something that's marked a dollar, but we wipe away some ink, some fake ink, and it says $100, and now you end up giving it to somebody for $100. That looks horrible for the person that gave that person a dollar. So that's what we're dealing with cryptocurrency. So I don't know if that's the best case scenario. It's a use case, and some people may end up using it. It just won't be a hell of a lot. A hell of a lot of volume that flows through it. Grove token have more available markets than Lunatics token. Yes, Grove token has been out for 5 months. And Lunatics token is now going to be jumping on another chain. And it takes a while. That's because Lunatics token has to focus somewhere else. Yes. I know you do. You have a lot of stuff that's working, that's in the works, and marketing budgets and all that stuff. And I'm happy to see what they have in store. But we know that more and more things are coming. Guys, if you have a chance, hit the like button. We're almost at 500 likes, and we're almost at 830. So I want to get to 500 likes. I would love to get to 600 by the end of this live stream, but that's totally up to you guys. Quant will be top 5 soon. Oh, that's a while ago. Gotta go. Thanks for answering, Matt. Hope you look into this convert thing and make a video soon on it. It's ridiculous. We need to convince Binance to remove Lunic from the convert feature. No, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. And they're not going to sit here and we're not going to be able to convince them to remove them from the convert feature. What we need to convince them to do is implement the 1.2% burn. And we need to convince everybody else to do the same. I don't care about this whole decrease the supply or decrease the burn rate. No, 1.2% is perfect. It's not too high. I know it's not too high. There are many coins out there that are doing so much in volume. And, you know, if they had the popularity that Lunatics had, they would still do as much in volume. This is where greed comes into play for a lot of these places. For Binance, for KuCoin, for all of these businesses that are businesses and they think with a business mind, right? Lunatics is not their entire platform, but they look at it as it's billions of dollars, right? Or hundreds of millions of dollars or tens of millions of dollars, and they don't want to lose that volume. But will you lose that volume if you're seeing more and more people that are investing because the price is rising? No. But we need everybody to be on the same page. At least the top 5 platforms, and if not the top 5, we need the best case scenario would be the top 20. But I would love to see the top 10 or top 5, just multiple exchanges that are automatically saying I want to implement the 1.2% burn. Because if we look at this and we look at the markets, right, and we filter by volume, we're looking at Binance, which has, 50% here, obviously looking at their 55%. If you include KuCoin, you're at 62%. And then you're looking at 67% adding Gate.io. Then you can add in OKX, which you would be at 72%. And then maybe BTC Turk, right? You'll be at 76%, 77%. 77% of the overall volume will be great and will apply pressure to a lot of the other places here. Now, if we look at the top 20, we're going to see 90+% of the volume that flows through the top 20 exchanges. So get them on board with the 1.2%, and then we can see things that are burning. I know that Lunatics token is doing the things that they can do. We're going to see games that are created that can do burns. We're going to see different YouTube channels that are doing it. But to tell you the truth, all of that stuff right now, which I think some of those could be big as long as we start to really, get interested in those. All those things right now are not as big as if we can put 1.2% on all transactions. It's a no-brainer. If we could buy and sell on Terra Station and the community goes there, it'll massively reduce the need for other CEXs to burn as much. I would agree, but they also need to provide liquidity. If they don't have liquidity on that platform, then it's going to be difficult. So not only are they going to need to implement something to where they have maybe they can take some of the pool to buy some of the Terra Luna Classic for liquidity so that we can burn constantly or consistently, and take a certain portion of it to buy it to add to the liquidity over in Terra Station when they do add it. So I think that needs to be a huge thing that we discuss. Let me see this. Let me add a video to. Let's see. I found a video for today. Deposit feature in Terra Station. I'm at a mask. Whoa, Richard. $100 super chat. Thank you for that super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Did homework on 4 projects, then asked you your opinion, and one answer was a simple yes. All winners. This is why I show appreciation on your feed. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I love hearing stories about that. I absolutely do. One, thank you so much for the super chat. I want to let you know that is huge. I appreciate that a lot. It always shocks me every time it comes in. It's just crazy that, you send a super chat of that magnitude, and just what I can do for you. I want to show my appreciation anyway. Obviously, you're showing appreciation, and I appreciate that appreciation. But talking to Zardar about his proposal, am I available Saturday? What time? I'll have to get back to you on that because I have to check the calendar. Our month is pretty busy, but I can check the calendar and get right back to you. But 4 projects asking opinions and all winners. That's great. I mean, I'm glad that they were all winners. Just know that I'm not always going to win in every single scenario. There are a lot of times in my day trades and swing trades that I will lose, but I try to make my winners bigger than my losers. That's how it usually goes. But I love success stories. If you gain, $10,000, $30,000, I absolutely love it. And it's not something I get more excitement out of you guys making a ton of money than I do with me making money. If I'll make $30,000, I want to hear about somebody else that made more money than I did. I've heard of people making, when I was investing in Doge and talking about Doge a lot, there were a couple of people that made tens of thousands, and there was this one person that made $80,000 that came over and said, I'm glad that you're making these videos. I made $80,000 on Dogecoin and the run and everything like that. And I was just so happy for them. And I only made a couple thousands of dollars, but them making $80,000, that's what really started like my whole crypto journey. I was already invested sort of in crypto, but I wasn't like heavily invested in crypto. It was a little bit too risky for me to go heavy in on. But then I was like, no risk, no reward. So you got to be able to play it in a different way. I started to do a little bit more, strategic planning and all that other type of stuff. But anyways, it feels good to see some people make more money than I do, make money in general, have success. I love seeing that way more than, my own success. So I appreciate you guys for being here. And the super chats. Richard, thank you so much. 3 p.m., Matt. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. 3 p.m. It's like right in the middle of the day. That's during Hayden's nap. So as long as she's getting a nap, I should be free. But let's make sure that she is getting a nap, because there's a lot of times where we're doing stuff and then she doesn't. So I will get back to you. And we can definitely see if that's working, because I do want to make sure that, we get the right things on our mind. Actually, so no, I will not be available. I have a kid's birthday party to go to, so I will not be available at that time. That's at 2:00. So during that time, no, I won't. I probably won't be watching, because I'm going to be heavily engaged in this kid's birthday party, because it's not one of Harper's friends or Hayden's friends. It's one of my friends that has had a child, and she's adorable. So yeah, we're going to be there for that. So I won't be available, but if you can ask the question, just jot it down and talk about Terra Station, and if you've thought of a feature to add liquidity and add a deposit feature, because I feel like with volume on Terra Station, if we can see people buy directly on Terra Station, it defeats the purpose of going over to all of these other exchanges to buy. Lunatics are done burning. You feel bad now? Why do you feel bad? Too bad I don't have money to get my message highlighted today. My bad. What message is that? I'm sorry. Trev, did you hear about the OKSE? I'll talk taking Lunatics for payments. So I've heard about that today. I've talked about it today. If that's what you're getting at, if that's what your question is. Yeah, I've heard about it today, and I'm not really the biggest fan of, let's say debit card that's going to use a certain cryptocurrency as a form of payment. Yes, if that's the standard and we're going to see cryptocurrency being as a form of payment everywhere, then that would be amazing. But it's sort of as a you have to deposit your Lunic in order to do all that stuff, and you're buying a depreciating asset usually with an appreciating asset. Most people don't want to spend their Lunic on anything else. Now, if it's something that's like an investment per se, like say if you take Lunic and you buy a house with it, you're buying an appreciating asset with a appreciating asset. It works. Let's say if you buy virtual land, an appreciating asset with an appreciating asset. Same thing if you're swapping out cryptocurrencies, or if you're investing in an NFT. There's so much more that you can do. I've asked almost 20 times. I've actually answered this question from like 2 other people. But I hope this is the question that I needed to answer. Yeah, I hope that this is the question, because I've actually answered this already. But I felt like the to pay with Lunic is not really the best thing unless it's an appreciating asset, in my opinion. But it is good news to have some form of utility. But again, it's not going to be a crazy amount of volume that comes from a debit card. What would be a crazy amount of volume is if you have, maybe a game that's taking its revenue and, buying Lunic so that you can play to earn or even play to burn. Whether you have, or an NFT that has some sort of feature with it to where it provides rewards, or a cryptocurrency that you're investing into, like Lunatics token, that will provide rewards and a burn and growth within their own position. So it's called more utility. Yes, you do need to have utility, but don't think that that's going to be the end all be all of utility because people can utilize it. I wanted to know if it's going to list as utility under it. The point is listing. Who wants to spend it? Wants to spend it now? Like SHIB got listed as a utility. Now it's not. Now it's not the time to spend so low. It's future use. Yeah, I would agree. Future use, just understanding that aspect of it. But what I was trying to get at was just like the debit side of things is not really something that lines up well with me. It's great to be able to establish it, and just establish that utility is fantastic. But there's a lot more that needs to be done that will create a lot more volume. But yeah, you're right. It's a form of utility. Creating that utility is perfect to have something there. And then you can move on to the next thing as well, creating more utility, creating more of a use case. So, I would agree, but I would agree there. Who's the GOAT? Our utility solely staking. If we use the tax towards the APY for staking rewards, so many investors will come to get a piece. Yeah, Christmas is celebrated at my house. I don't know when they do. He can send him a goat. He is the GOAT. A freaking goat, no camel. All right, well, glad I can answer the question. Sorry if you had to ask it so many times. I mean, sometimes I just miss people, and I start blabbering on about just random things. Well, not really random things, but just going on kind of a I forget what word I'm looking for. Tyrant? I don't really know. Just spewing out information that is relevant to the question I was asked, or the information that's at hand. But I feel like I just put all of this out here, and I have like 20 minutes to where I'm just talking without reading any type of comment. Sometimes that happens. But anyways, guys, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. Make sure you guys look out for any type of shorts video that I have, or check out the NFA investing channel, which we will have another upload today going over, I forget what it is, Gala today. So that should be fun. That's an investment that I wanted to make, but I didn't end up making yet. I just don't see the right opportunity. So again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. And, check out my Patreon, check out my NFA channel. Go and get Lunatics token if you guys are interested in that. But again, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.